got a push back, has made it back to pit road. Robbie Gordon helped the 43 back.
Harvick goes
look
in.
at Harvick.
He got McMurray and Stewart.
Harvick just took out 4 guys.
That was incredible. Oh, one just barely got by that.
And Harvick just got in there way too deep, got on the brakes, got it loose.
That's an incredible dominoes effect. That's an incredible. I don't think I've seen 3 cars spin like that
either.
Synchronized spinning, and there's Ron
Fellows is the other car.
After a great run that he had today. You got to give him.
Kevin Harvick would basically end Jamie McMurray's day, Tony Stewart's, and himself with 6 laps to go at Sonoma. He sent it in so hard into turn number 7, he would hit McMurray and Stewart and send them both spinning. It was pretty hilarious to watch, and this was an unfortunate way for all 3 of their races to end, as they were running up front.
Brad Keselowski's team and the 20 of Denny Hamlin. This is one of the reasons why, guys. This is May of last year.
Yeah, it's not the first time these 2 drivers have been together on the racetrack. And right here, another little fisticuff broke out at Charlotte after that.
Now, late in this race, this is what happened as the laps were closing down. The contact, Denny ends up into the wall.
Yeah, Brad thought he had a run and enough room on the inside, but Denny was just driving his car back to as they were trying to go around the lap car. And then after the race, Denny Hamlin just comes to pit road.
Just a few moments ago, and now let's check in with Jamie Little.
When their careers were very young, Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski raced each other hard in the Xfinity Series. They raced each other so hard that they got mad at each other under caution at Charlotte one year in 2008. Neither one of them would pick up the win that night, and they both would get into a shoving match on pit road following that race. Even after that at Dover a couple weeks later, they would get into it again, costing each other a shot at the victory. This rivalry went on for a very long time, and still to this day, I don't think they like each other, but this was just a bad way to start out a reputation.
Kyle Larson. Austin Dillon bobbles just a little bit.
Oh, now he's on the outside. Chastain's got him.
4 wide.
Oh, they're wrecking. Unbelievable. Did the caution come out?
They get the
Yes. No.
Caution before the white.
Caution. We will line up and do it again.
Oh, my gosh.
All those guys going for it coming off of turn 4. Austin Dillon looked like he was in the perfect position.
Well, he was.
He was.
And much like Chase Briscoe, Austin Dillon had a chance to try to win it, and he took it.
Caution for sure before the white flag. Chastain's heavy damage.
That's caution flag number 8.
When they come off of turn 2 out of nowhere, here comes a 3 right now. 3 wide on the bottom, shoots to the bottom of the 4 tires, goes for broke. Larson didn't see him coming. But when Larson didn't get up in front of Chastain, that's when I think all the trouble happened. I still thought Larson was okay, Jamie, if he would have got up in front of the 1 and utilized that push. When they got 3 wide, it was actually 4 wide by the time they got off, and just...
Well, it looks like Austin Dillon came up a little bit, not knowing that they were 3 wide there, that Chastain was to the outside of Larson and got hooked and turned to the outside wall.
Now, what I just saw there was the seas parted for Kyle Busch, and he shoots the gap right through there as we ride with Ross Chastain.
You see Larson move down. Now you see him out of the gas and pushing. You see the front tires literally turning way tight. He couldn't get up in front of Chastain because of that. Holy cow. Did not see that coming.
Let's ride with Kyle Busch as he gets through here. Wow. Next we'll ride with Joey Logano.
Still coming, just keep coming. Mid 3, mid 3, mid 3, mid 3, mid 3. Bottom is clear, come low, 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 low. Hold on,
And we'll ride with Kevin Harvick.
Too wide here with the 47. Keep digging, you're clear, clear, clear. Keep digging.
Oh, this is not what you want to see in front of you, Jamie.
Clear, we're all clear here. Keep low, low, low. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
Wow. 4 wide in front of you, all of them wreck, and you part the seas.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you the one thing that I missed in all this, Denny Hamlin was on the inside of Austin Dillon and had the momentum. I think whether they wrecked or not, I think Denny Hamlin was going to be the leader of this race.
So many drivers had a great shot at winning the Coca-Cola 600 in 2022. Heading out of turn number 4, a massive accident ensued as Austin Dillon, Kyle Larson, Joe Logano, and Ross Chastain put it 4 wide for the lead with just a handful of laps to go. A massive crash would ensue, taking out multiple contenders for this race and essentially giving the win to Denny Hamlin. This by far was probably one of the most iconic Coca-Cola 600 moments we've ever had in NASCAR. When racing hard for the lead, Denny Hamlin and Kevin Harvick got into each other coming off one of the turns at Bristol. Hamlin would slide into the inside wall, ricocheting back across the track and collecting Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Racing for the lead, gone wrong off turn 4.
You see Harvick trying to get a big run up out the corner, and I believe he just misjudged right there. He thought that Hamlin was going to be a little more speed on the exit of the corner there. He was just going to slide up in behind him at that point in time and just misjudged a little, whether it was the 11 had to be out of the throttle just a little. I'm sure Denny's going to say that he just got turned, that he was wide open.
Well, he did. He did get turned, really. I mean,
Hamlin had easily the dominant car that night at Bristol, and it was unfortunately taken out by a mistake that Harvick made. Harvick later admitted that it was a mistake and he misjudged. He thought he was clear when he wasn't. It didn't change the outcome though, and Hamlin was still extremely furious.
I had a cut tire last year, and he just thinks he knows everything, and probably thought he knew everything again, and I just wish I had some kind of car left so I could show him the favor back. But I mean, we're not even halfway. We're racing for the lead. I don't know, just it's a misjudgment. I mean, he's a good driver. He knows better. He just made a mistake.
Good work. To the inside, the 17 goes up the racetrack. He goes, and the 54 has to go very high now.
Almost all the top 10 is off the course. They're 3 wide for third as everybody's jostling for real estate. Ty Gibbs is slipping in the corner. Byron goes wide to accommodate. They lean on each other in turn 4. Side by side for the lead. Larson thinks for a moment 3 wide up the backstretch.
Larson's going to push this 17 of Byron down into the braking zone. Here comes Ty Gibbs side by side. There's going to be contact. Both cars go spinning. Both cars are spinning out of the lead. Larson goes through AJ. Sammy Smith into third.
When racing Cup Series drivers to the lead, you always want to race as clean as you can. But young Ty Gibbs was not taking any of that advice. He sent it into the bus stop in 2022 in the Xfinity Series at Watkins Glen on William Byron. They both would go around spinning, costing each other a shot at the win and a road course victory. Kyle Larson would take the win that day, and this was the downfall of Ty Gibbs' reputation during the 2022 season. Some of the best moments in NASCAR history have come off restarts, but also, for drivers, it's probably some of the worst. Your race could be over by some contact, you spinning out, hitting the wall, or who knows what. We're going to show a couple clips right here of drivers' races being over on the restart.
It was a really, really slow start.
That could have been one of those starts that just turned people down to the
Oh,
ground.
Jeff Gordon gets turned.
Right there.
Like that.
Just like that, man. Just exactly like that.
Watching the flag stand, still under green.
No harm, no foul, because he's far enough out of the way.
16 is locked on really good to Grant Enfinger right there.
Oh, and he bails. Oh, and now Enfinger's going around.
No caution
No
yet.
caution yet. We've stayed green as Enfinger comes to a stop, and Eckes is out front. Christian Eckes. Tanner Gray in second. And the 14 of Hutchins is around now, but still green.
Noah Gragson and teammate Justin Allgaier get together in the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Bristol. This was Noah Gragson's first win at Bristol Motor Speedway, as he doored Justin Allgaier up the track, sending Allgaier spinning down the track. Gragson would take the victory that night at Bristol and would go on to prove how talented of a driver he was, but unfortunately, he used up Justin Allgaier. So what happens when your race is over before lap 10? Well, this is what happened to basically Joe Gibbs Racing. NASCAR threw the green flag to start the race in New Hampshire in 2021. It started pouring down rain, and race leader Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. were the first ones to hit it. They both went spinning around, causing massive damage to their race cars and essentially ending their day when it just started.
Oh, we got a car on the wall.
That's 2 cars. Truex, it's raining. Raining in turn 1. It all of a sudden just started raining really quickly in turn 1. Bunch of the leaders had trouble. Bunch of the guys up front.
Kyle Busch leading the race. First one to the corner in the rain. You see the damage. Heavy damage to the 18 car. Currently with multiple wins on the season, I'm just not sure, you know, the value. Oh,
he's got the window net down, pushing the pace car.
I don't believe I would do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. It's definitely going to draw the attention of NASCAR there. We know how this started, why this started, but look at the lack of grip.
Yeah,
everybody in the corner, way up the track. 4 cars back here with contact.
Talk about ending somebody's day abruptly. Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain basically ended each other's day very fast. Ross Chastain would put Denny Hamlin on the wall, breaking his car immediately. Hamlin would then go back on the track and attempt to retaliate in a very unlike manner. He would block Ross Chastain around the track and make Chastain end up being last on the lead lap because Denny Hamlin was holding him up lap after lap after lap. This was basically a comedy moment, and it was hilarious. Dale Jr. ended Carl Edwards' day at Michigan with just 2 laps to go. Battling hard for the win, Jr. would get into Carl Edwards coming off of turn number 2, sending him spinning towards the inside wall. This would essentially end the race and give the win to Jr., snatching it from Carl Edwards.
High side, Carl Edwards just got his mirrors full. He's a little bit loose off of 2. He's sideways.
Carl Edwards is around.
And he got turned.
All clear.